Hey, what is up, guys? Bruce Slayer back at you again with yet another banger of a toy review. Well, I should say a whole wave review. We got the whole Blackest Night wave. Just came in yesterday from McFarlane Toys. That's right, I got Superman, Batman, Kyle, Deathstorm. And the Build-A-Figure is Atrocitus. Oh my goodness, I'm so stoked. You see Deathstorm, Blackest Night. It's pretty much the same backing for all the Build-A-Figures. Just shows a picture of Atrocitus from Rage of the Red Lanterns and what piece each figure comes with. So yeah. So y'all know the deal. It's not really much on the back, much on the front either. That's okay. We're not really here for packaging. We're here for the actual figures themselves. So we're not going to waste any time. Let's crack them all open. And first things first, we're going to take a look at the accessories and what they came with. So each of them does have the typical DC Multiverse stands. We've had these for many, many years now. And of course, we also have their baseball cards. So right here we have Batman's right here. And on the back, there's his profile. And then of course we have Soup's on the back right there. And of course we have Kyle right there. And Deathstorm. That's the guy right there. And yes, each of them does come with their own individual accessories. We have the Black Lantern ring that comes with Deathstorm. Fits in perfectly fine in his hand. Same thing with Kyle's battery. I love that they put the battery like this. This is how Kyle always had it. And it just looks really, really cool. This like half lantern battery thing. He also comes with a sword, giant, I don't even know what you call this. Looks like kind of like a Final Fantasy sword or something, but it looks really, really cool. Love it. Love the rivets and everything. It's like a clear construct. It looks really good. Let's go ahead and start off with Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern. And wow, guys, Todd killed it with this figure. Killed it with the detail. Killed it with everything. Yes, it is kind of a basically detailed type of figure. I don't know. It just looks really good. The mask and everything, he has like that, bug, like scarab kind of mask. Got it sculpted on the sides right here. I will say the mask is sculpted. I don't know if the eyes just don't line up with the eye holes in the mask, so I believe it was sculpted a little bit down. So that's, that doesn't really bother me that much. It still looks like Kyle Rayner to me, but yeah. And then you have the mouth right here. Of course, he has this grin. You have the black hair right here. You have this like light green, which I'm glad that they went with. This very much feels like Kyle Rayner to me. So yeah, it's very basic and sculpt and detail and everything. He also has the power ring right there. Yeah, it is kind of sloppy, but hey, they did what they could with a very small detail like that. So now, his articulation is as follows. The head does go up a fair amount. This back piece right here does hinder the head articulation, but it does look up a pretty fair amount. I think that's pretty good for a flying character. His head does go down. It does go left and right. He has neck pivot. Very cool. His arms, they go forward. They go backward. They have a butterfly joint. They go in and out. Bicep swivel. They have double jointed elbows, and of course y'all know the deal with this. Depending on how you position the wrist, you know what I'm saying, you do that, you do the shake of the dice. Yeah, y'all know how that goes. And of course the torso goes back a very good amount. This does really help with flying poses, I feel. This whole torso joint right here, and it goes forward, not that much. He does have upper torso swivel and waist swivel, so that's very good. The legs, they go outward, they go forward. He doesn't have an upper thigh joint. He has double jointed knees, so that's really cool. The legs, the feet, they go up, they go down. He does have ankle pivot and toe articulation. Wow. Very, very cool addition to the DC multiverse. Next up in the wave, we have Batman right here. Wow. Guys, the detail is ridiculous on this Batman. Look at that. You got like the flesh right here. You have the black gunk and the teeth and everything. That is so cool, man. Kind of looks like Freddy Krueger. And there's, you know, the Black Lantern symbol right here along with the Bat costume. You have the lines that go down right here. Each of the zombified versions of the characters will have these like lines right here, signify that they are part of the Black Lantern Corps. And of course you have, I love these boots, man. They kind of look like Green Lantern boots, but they have like the fins that Batman has. Looks really, really good. You have the tattered cape. It kind of looks like a Dracula type of cape with these little things right here. I'm guessing this is where Thomas Wayne would eventually get, you know, his cape. Because his cape, of course, has the little fins right here that are poking out. And, of course, you have the claws right here with the hands. And the fins right there. Cool. This is the back of the figure. Wow. Overall, very impressed with the detail. Very impressed with everything about this figure. Now, the articulation is as follows. So the head does go up a really good amount. That's really good. And then it goes down, goes left and right. He does have a head pivot. It goes backwards. It doesn't really go forwards. Upper thigh swivel. Does he have a waist swivel? Not much of a waist swivel. His arms, they do have a butterfly joint. The cape does hinder the back movement a little bit, but not that big of a deal. They go in and out. They have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He does have, you know, y'all know the deal. Same thing with Kyle Rayner. He does have the hand. Depending on how you position it, you can get the shake of the dice movement. You can do this. Yeah. And his legs, they go outward, they go forward. Upper thigh joint, double jointed knees. Nothing in the boot right here. The feet, they go up, they go down. Ankle pivot, toe articulation. Sweet. We have Deathstorm. Dibs on Superman. Wow. I gotta say, out of all the figures, this one might be my favorite because it looks... And, you know, like, this reminds me a lot of Ghost Rider, and I don't know, just, they put so much love into this figure, man. Look at that. The detail and everything with the skull, the shadowing, the lines, the blackness that's in the smoke of his head right here. You know what I'm saying? You have, like, these shoulder pieces right here. You have the zombified, you know, Firestar logo. Just, man, dude, this is so cool to me. Yeah, it is a basic, you know, detail type of figure. But I don't know, it's the head sculpt, it's the overall look, it's the overall aesthetic that just really makes it appealing to me. And really sticks out to me as probably the best in the wave. This is just really, really cool. Man, dude. Look at that. That is sick. Come on, guys. You got to admit, that's pretty cool. Alrighty, so articulation. So the head goes up a fair amount. You know, yes, the back piece right here of his skull does hinder it just a little bit. So it does go up. It goes down. It goes left and right. He does have some head pivot right there. Arms, they go outward. They go forward and back. He has a butterfly joint. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. The hands, they go down, they go up. And you know this, y'all know this. Same thing, shake of the dice movement. I said it before. And the torso doesn't really go forward. It goes back, so I guess that can kind of help with like flying poses. And he does have a upper torso swivel as well as a waist swivel. Legs, they go outward, they go forward. Little bit of upper thigh joint swivel. Double jointed knees, essential. Feet, they go up, they go down. Ankle pivot, boom, toe articulation. All right, guys, I've kept y'all waiting for long enough. It's time for the main event. And last but not least, we have the Build-A-Figure Atrocitus. This is my bath art right here. Not too shabby, huh? Eh? I will say the way how the red looks in the camera does kind of look like a hot Cheeto. So, yeah. Let's just get this guy put together. And last but not least, we have Atrocitus put together. Holy smokes, guys. This is the Build-A-Figure that I never knew I wanted, but this is the Build-A-Figure that I definitely needed. This guy just towers over everything. For example, here's my Kyle right here. The new Kyle that we just looked at. Yeah, look at that. This is definitely one of the bigger Build-A-Figures that we've had. It's not even a mega figure either, so that's really impressive too. But yeah, let's just go ahead, take a look at Atrocitus right here. Very cool, nice detail within the head sculpt. That face looks terrifying with all the pores and everything, and the teeth, and the red helmet right here on the side. And you have the shoulder pads right here. You got the Red Lantern logo. This is classic Atrocitus at his finest. This is what Atrocitus should be. Like a hulking, raging, mean... I don't want to say mean green because he's technically red, but still. Man, this is cool. Let me look at that lantern ring. Does he have a lantern ring? He does. My camera's not picking it up. It's mixed in with the, you can kind of see it right here. Yeah, but he does have the Red Lantern ring right here. It is sculpted. Yeah, that's really, really cool to me, man. And his articulation is as follows. The head does move up a pretty fair amount. I will say the piece right here, even without it, it doesn't really hinder the articulation. It's really just this back helmet piece right here. So that is as far as it can technically go. You know, if you want to keep it on, or if you want to just like put it up while, you know, these shoulder pieces are in. These shoulder pieces do have these little notches, so they will plug into the back, to the sides of the figure right here on his shoulders. So yeah, they just plug in like that. Yeah, you see that? There you go. The torso does help with the articulation right here. So yeah, the torso definitely helps with the articulation. They go forward. You know, they go forward a little bit. It goes back a huge amount. So that definitely helps with flying poses. So you can have him flying through space. So that's really cool. He does have upper torso articulation as well as waist swivel. The arms, they go outward, they go forward. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows right here. And then, of course, y'all know the deal. He has the same thing, you know, shake of the dice, depending on how you position the arm. And then, yeah, they go outward, they go forward. He does have an upper thigh swivel, pretty good. Double jointed knees. And the feet, they go up, they go down. Beautiful ankle pivot, toe articulation. Wow, guys. What a banger of a wave, and what a banger of a Build-A-Figure. Like, there's a whole lot more that I want to say. Ah, crap. There's a whole lot more that I want to say. Unfortunately, I'm kind of strapped for time today, but I just, man, dude. The fact that Todd was able to put in this much love into these figures that are like $24.99, and that's the $24.90, and these figures are typically at $20. The $24.99 is, of course, because of the Build-A-Figure pieces, but this whole wave was worth it to me. Let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons real quick. So you can see how each figure stacks up against each other. Obviously, Atrocitus should tower over everybody. He's the biggest. He's one of the biggest out of, you know, the whole Green Lantern mythology. So, yeah, this definitely helps. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to have Hal Jordan here front and center, just so you guys can get kind of a feel of this. And yeah, not bad. Look at that. So he's about the same height as Kyle right here, about the same height as Superman. This is the McFarlane Rebirth Green Lantern that came in a 2-pack. Again, not bad scaling, pretty good. You could argue that the scaling should be a little bit better. I agree. I think that they're still working the kinks to that, but I still really like the fact that we're able to add this and mix this in with our current Green Lantern figure. And here he is with John Stewart right here, a man that had a significant part in the Blackest Night story, right? Not bad. Look at that. So, wow. So John is a little bit shorter than Kyle. I think they're supposed to be about the same height, aren't they? I don't know. So that is a little weird, but it is pretty cool seeing him next to Atrocitus and Kyle and just, oh man. I hope we get more lanterns down the road. And here he is standing next to the DC Essentials Thal Sinestro, the man who's the first person to become the White Lantern. That was pretty cool. But yeah, you can see this right here. Not bad. You know what? I can make this fit. That's the cool thing. I can kind of mix and match with some of these different figures from different waves and find a way to make it fit. And it'll still look pretty good, I think. And speaking of mixing and matching, we have the Mattel DC Multiverse. Y'all remember these? The classic Kyle Rayner, and we have Jessica Cruz from the Clayface wave. Not bad. Look at that. Kind of crazy to see how far we've come with Kyle. He went from this to that. Heck, even the detail on this figure, they still got the scarab mask right, even for this one. So, pretty cool to see how far we've come. Now, I don't have any of the DC Universe Classics figures. I know they made their own Blackest Night wave. Those I'm pretty sure were cool, but this is all that I have in terms of Mattel and in terms of Green Lantern for that matter. So overall, guys, absolute banger of a wave. Please get the whole wave. Buy it, buy it, buy it. It's at McFarlaneToyStore.com. It's such a good wave, guys. You get 4 banger of figures, each with great detail, each with great articulation. You get an amazing Build-A-Figure on top of that. This is a steal, in my opinion. This is definitely worth, the $84 because McFarlane has it on discount. This is worth it, guys. I really love this whole wave. This is so cool to me. I hope we get more of these. I mean, for reference, we had how many waves of Dark Knight's metal figures? Give us more waves of the Blackest Night figures. I want this, as kind of an excuse to give us more, not just Green Lanterns, but Black Lantern figures, more Red Lantern figures. I want more Lanterns, period. I want Larfreeze. I want Necron. I want every single one of them, from every, core. I want the Blue Lanterns. I want the Indigo. All those guys. I really would love to see more of this, and I really hope we get multiple waves. I hope it's not a one and done. I hope if they do a next wave, I hope the Build-A-Figure is Necron. That would be sweet. And this is what I want. I want McFarlane to give us the lanterns first. That's what I want. I want the main lanterns first. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, we can, you can take the DC Universe Classics route and give us alternate versions, Star Sapphire Wonder Woman, Blue Lantern Flash, all those guys, White Lantern Superman or something like that. That's what I would love to have. I would love to have that. But yeah, I want this as an excuse to give us all the lanterns. Because I love Green Lantern. I love the lore. I love the mythology. I love all the cores. Yeah, I just want this to be legit. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, guys. Pick it up. Banger of a wave. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. That way you don't miss a video. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah. And as always, grow older, grow wiser, get right, grow closer to God. Don't be afraid to be who you are, and never stop being a geek. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. This is Bruce Lira signing off. The Guardians will feel my rage.